Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. After driving all day, I finally arrived at Namekis Lake Campground, which is a first come, first serve campground in Prince Albert National Park. I snagged an open campsite and got ready for bed. The mosquitoes are so bad here. Like, I opened my car door and I instantly let 20 mosquitoes in. Oh my god, it's so bad. I woke up the next morning and decided to visit Waskesiu Lake. Once I was done at the beach, I drove 8.5 hours to Calgary. Okay, so little update. I was at Prince Albert National Park this morning and I couldn't even stay there. The mosquitoes were just horrible. I'm not really much of a beach person. When I'm on road trips, I don't really seek out beaches to just lay there for hours. I don't know, I'd just rather be hiking or driving to another place that involves hiking. So that's what I did. Instead of sticking around Prince Albert National Park, I decided to drive all the way to Calgary. So I'm about an hour and a half from Banff National Park, and I am staying at this mall that I called security ahead of time, and they said that I could stay overnight. So it's pretty quiet, actually. I wasn't expecting this parking lot to be so empty, so we'll see how the night goes, and I'll let you know what happens in the morning. So this is where I'm staying tonight in Calgary. And I'm just in time to watch the tail end of the sunset. This is my dinner for tonight. Bacon carbonara pasta sides by Knorr. It's been my staple for the past couple nights. I woke up early and drove to Banff National Park. I arrived at Protection Mountain Campground nice and early to secure a campsite. And luckily, there were plenty to choose from. Then I decided to do some hiking. So I just finished Johnston Canyon to the Ink Pots trail. There was a lot of people on the trail, like up until the upper falls, and then after that there was like pretty much nobody, just like a handful of people. When I got to the Ink Pots, it was actually pretty relaxing. I found a little bench and enjoyed a snack. I came at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon. The parking lot was pretty full. I was able to find a spot actually because I think some people were just leaving. A lot of people only do up until like the upper falls. Most people don't do all the way to the Ink Pots because that's like about 7 miles. So it's a pretty long hike and it's, I'd say, moderate. It's pretty continuous, like uphill and then a little bit downhill. You get to the Ink Pots and then you come all the way back up and then go down again. So overall it's a pretty nice trail, and the view at the end was just like spectacular. Honestly, it's so pretty. The mountains in the background, the Ink Pots are like different colors. It's really gorgeous. I ended up doing the Johnston Canyon to the Ink Pots hike only because Lake Louise was full, like the parking lot was full. So there was really no way for me to get up there and do any of the other hikes that I wanted to do. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna wake up very early, which I don't really like to do. I'm not a morning person, but I'll be a morning person to hike. Tomorrow I'm gonna wake up at like 5 a.m. I'm staying at Protection Mountain Campground, so that's about like 15-20 minute drive to Lake Louise, so not bad. I just want to get there early, and then it's a pretty long hike, so I'll probably be done by like around 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I made my way back to my campsite, had some dinner, watched the sunset, and went to bed. I woke up nice and early at 5 o'clock in the morning, and it was totally worth it. Look at that beautiful view. Lake Louise is stunning. It was time to start hiking, and I practically had the whole trail to myself. So I'm on the trail of 6 glaciers. I'm going to be doing the hike to that little tea house there. Not Lake Agnes tea house, the 6 glaciers one. And then I'm hiking to the Beehive on the Highline Trail. And then I'll be hiking to Lake Agnes tea house, and then that will be it. So All Trails says about 11 miles, so it's gonna be a long one today. Just a huge chunk of snow right there, and there's more snow over there. I got up bright and early at 5 o'clock to beat the Saturday morning Lake Louise parking lot traffic. You have to pay $36.45, I believe, and that's Canadian dollars. It's probably like roughly $30. That's for the whole day for parking. So I guess it's not horrible. This view is insane. So pretty. I made it to Six Glacier. The last part was a bit of a struggle. The view is amazing up here. And let me show you what I have to look forward to to go down. So this is the way back down along that really narrow trail. And then back there. I'm about halfway done with my hike. I have about another 5 miles to go. I am headed to the beehive. So I am on the Highline Trail right now. I'm headed to the beehive, and I don't know what that was. Oh, that's an airplane. I am sweaty. It's very exposed. I found a little bit of shade, but for the most part, this hike has been pretty exposed. So make sure if you do this hike, you wear lots of sunscreen, drink lots of water, and pace yourself. Lots of switchbacks.
After what felt like forever, I finally made it to Big Beehive Lookout. And yes, that is the actual color of Lake Louise. After a much-needed break, it was time to head to the Lake Agnes Tea House.
like make.
So after I came down for my hike, I took a little dip in Lake Louise, which was really cold. Like, oh, it's really sunny out, it's really hot, and I'm sweaty, and I'm hot, so, but yeah, no, I got in, and my feet instantly went numb, so be careful if you want to swim in Lake Louise. After that, I decided I wanted to get some dinner in Lake Louise Village. I decided to go to Bill Pato's Cafe. I hope I'm saying that right. But it's inside of a hostel that I actually stayed in back in 2022, so that was kind of cool. So I had the Montreal chicken sandwich, which was really good. It was like the brisket was super moist, and the fries were really crunchy, and the service was great. I'm gonna head back to my campsite for the night and relax and probably read a book, because there is no service at Protection Mountain Campground.
I made my way back to my campsite, but not without enjoying some beautiful sights along the way.
Protection Mountain doesn't have any showers, so I had to wash my hair under the faucet outside. But it was actually pretty refreshing, so I wasn't too mad about it. I'm just sitting here watching the sunset, and then I think I'm gonna head to bed early because I had a pretty long day. I did 11 miles, so I'm pretty sore and pretty tired.